So my name is Dr.suresh and today we're going to cover the topic if function in chapter 6 of advanced data analysis. So what is if function? If function is basically a logical function, and there are various application of if function, but the formula is that you will have a logical test value. If that value find out the argument correct, then you'll get true value, otherwise you'll get the value false. So there are different type of operators that you are using in uh, if function, like is equal to greater than equals to, like this. So we'll go for first uh, the is blank function. See here, uh, what is the is blank function is that if suppose in this case retailer name is given, like Rohit Kavya, and product name that they have purchased, quantity they have purchased, price per product is given, and uh, amount is nothing but the multiplication of price per product and quantity. So you can see that there are some cells like C3, C4 and C7. These are having missing values. So in this case, that should show blank. That is the objective. That's why you are using is blank. If it is blank, then output also will show blank. Now suppose we'll be applying this. Okay, tick. So how to apply this? This the given data is given. So you'll be applying here. If is blank C2, okay, we're talking about quantity. Price is always there. So if quantity is blank, then the output will be blank. So if is blank C2, C2 means this, then the output will be blank. Otherwise, if there will be any quantity mentioned in the C column, then amount will be the product of price per unit and quantity. So this is how it is done. Okay. So if is equal to if is blank C2. If C2 is blank, then it will show blank. Otherwise, the output will be C2 into D2, that is price per product and quantity that leads to the amount. Second thing is that uh, if is used for logical, you know, function where you can get the status of pass and fail. Uh, we can do one thing is that you can see that if the marks are given for nine around 8 students, 95, 98, like that it has been given. Some people have scored 32 and 28. So the criteria is if the mark obtained is more than 35 or is more than equals to 35, then the status will be pass, otherwise fail. Okay, so the formula we have applied is if b2 is greater than equals to 35, then pass, otherwise fail. So again, if you want to write it another way, if b2, okay, if b2 is smaller than equals to 35, okay, then the status should be failed. Okay, otherwise it will be pass. Let's see whether it is actually working out. Okay, that same thing, and you will scroll it down, it will show that this thing. So there are two ways of writing this. If b2 is greater than 35, pass, otherwise fail. Similarly, if b2 is lesser than equal to 35, fail, otherwise pass. Okay. Then we are having nested if function. What is that? It is saying that there are two optimum order quantity or inventory quantity. One is 10,000 and second one is 15,000 probably. Okay, one is 10,000. Okay, so the company is dealing with items A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, the product purchase manager is thinking about the order labels, If it is less than 10,000 quantity, then you will take action, you will order. If it is more than 15,000, then you will sell. If it will be between 10,000 to 15,000, no action will be taken. So this is what nested if function is. Okay. Now, nested if function, there are multiple conditions you can apply in the function. So we can see here that what we have written is that if B2, this column, is less than 10,000, then order. That means your quantity is not sufficient, so that's why you order. Comma, if B2 uh, is greater than equals to 15,000, then we will sell the product because it is over inventory. Otherwise, there will be no action. Okay, so it is nested if function that has been applied. When there are multiple conditions, then we will be applying this function. I hope it is clear. Like here, as because it is 9,000, so you purchase. When it is 16,000, you will sell. If it is 12,000, then there will be no action. If with and, okay, if with and. Okay. So we are having data of marks and costing, and there are two conditions here. And if a person is securing uh, in both B2 and C2 greater than 90, then only it will be grade A. Otherwise, it will be treated as average. So accordingly, we have put the formula if and. Okay. So if and B2 is greater than 90 or C2 and C2, here it is and, means both the conditions should be fulfilled, then only it will be grade A, and that has been done here. So what is the formula? If and, that means both the conditions should be true, then only you will get grade A, otherwise it will be average. If bracket start and B2 is greater than 90, C2 is greater than 90, then inverted comma देके inverted comma grade A, otherwise it will be average. Okay, so this is how you will be calculating if with remember, this is how you have to write the syntax formula. Then again we are having another formula, if with or. Okay, if with or, okay, so it is saying that uh, or allows you to check at least one condition is true, but and both the conditions should be true. If or means if B2 is greater than 90 or C2 is greater than 90, then green, otherwise red. Now suppose in this case both the marks are greater than 92, it is green. One mark is 92, second mark is 85, then also it is green because one condition has been fulfilled. But when the two conditions are not fulfilled, then only it will show red. In case of if and both the conditions should be fulfilled to get green. Okay, now see this. What is the syntax written here? Formula. If or B2 is greater than 90, C2 is greater than 90, then green, otherwise red. What is the meaning of this? Is that if B2 is greater than 90 or C2 is greater than 90, any one condition is fulfilled, then it is green, otherwise red. Okay, so here you can see first condition both are 92, so it is green. In second, Rajiv 92 and 85, one condition is fulfilled, then it is green. Here both the condition are not fulfilled, then that is the only condition when you will have the status of red. Okay, then you will apply if not. Okay, you will apply if not formula. So not allows user to check a function that negates a condition, means it will return true if the condition is false. Okay, for example, if not B2 is greater than 50, then if not B2 is greater than 50, then it will show you failed. Okay, so you can write in two way. If not, if you don't want to write B2 is lesser than 50, then fail or pass. But if you are using not, then that you have to make the statement like this way: if not b2 is greater than 50, then it is fail, otherwise it is pass. Okay, again you can see that here also, if not. Okay, so if b2 is greater than 50, then it is pass. If b2 is not greater than 50, then it will be fail. Okay, so this is how it has been done. If not, so I hope uh, the if function is clear. There are other functions also. We will discuss it in the later classes. Thank you.